those from local school communities who've joined us today. Just, I think, reminding us all that this is very much about the future, and it's about empowering the most creative amongst us, those who are all about solving problems and finding opportunities within challenges. And it's great to see so many kids here today. This is as much for you, perhaps more so for you than anybody else gathered here with us. In a more formal sense, Matt Revick and Marco Corona from RES, both here in Australia and Asia, Middle East and Africa, have joined us. And again, it's a pleasure to work with you and your team, and I'm delighted to be able to be here today to mark what is a very significant milestone. Now, having said I'll be brief now, I'll do just that. 240 megawatts, 75 turbines, 350 jobs during construction, and then I think 10 or 12 jobs ongoing. This is a really profound investment, many hundreds of millions of dollars, and great benefits, tangible benefits for what is a local community that's very proud and should be very proud of the contribution that you have and that you continue to make towards the prosperity of our state. But you can do so much more when you've got governments that are on your side, when you've got governments that are prepared to work hard to make things possible. I want to acknowledge the federal government and through some of the policy decisions they've made, we're in a good strong position as a state government to again set our own renewable energy target just a little bit beyond that, to work together to make these sorts of investments possible. The ACT government through their reverse auction, industry, landowners, let's not for a moment forget those who make all this possible by turning over a portion of their holdings to this sort of a farm, to this sort of farming. A non-rainfall dependent source of income is always very welcome, I know that, but it's not possible unless you've got communities that are innovative and are embracing and welcoming. And we do see, there's a few myths around the place. There's sometimes community opposition to these investments, but they are profound. And they are about jobs and prosperity and income. And then, of course, it's all about making sure that we are playing our part to deliver a healthier planet, a more sustainable method of generating the energy that we need today and into the future, a more balanced energy generation mix, and making what is sometimes a very difficult transition, rather than eloquently describing the problem, rather than simply being satisfied to talk about it, we've got to get on and make this transition. And I'll leave you with this. Today we celebrate this fantastic asset, this amazing investment in this local community and all that it represents and all that it has contributed to. To think that it's the third biggest in Australia, that itself is a great source of pride. But I've just come from Stawell. We're over at the Ararat Wind Farm, which will begin its construction phase toward the end of the year. And that reliable, dependable, cost-effective energy supply makes possible one of the biggest expansions for protected cropping that our state has ever seen. Nectar farms will go from about 10 hectares, they'll add 30 further hectares. That's, put another way, about 350 ongoing jobs working in that particular facility. Plus, of course, more than 1,000 jobs in building the wind farm and building those additional hectares of essentially greenhouses. In every different way, really, these are such positive investments and investments we're proud to partner with, approvals we are proud to grant. There was a time when these sort of investments were just not possible because of, I think, some nonsensical planning laws we had in our state. We've got rid of those, and now we're seeing more and more investment, more opportunity, a greater contribution to our energy mix across the nation, a greater contribution to a healthier planet. All of that's good for local communities and communities in a broader sense. So that's a very long way of saying I am absolutely proud to be here at the opening of this wind farm, and to everybody who has been involved, my sincere congratulations, and be in no doubt we will continue to support this sector and we will continue to support all the prosperity and all the amazing strength that comes from these sorts of investments. Thanks very much to everyone.
Thank you, Premier. I'd now like to invite Minister General